Now let's get some more on the news that the medical helpline NHS Direct, which is used by 14,000 people a day, is to be scrapped. Earlier I spoke to Lord Prescott, who set up an online petition to save the service. And the former Deputy Prime Minister told me that scrapping it would be a mistake.
9.5 million calls a year, 27,000 a day. Clearly people have got trust and confidence in it, and I was one about 2-3 years ago. I had a pain in my back, Christmas Day, about 4 o'clock in the morning, wondered what it was, rang the NHS Direct. They got me a doctor in an hour, and within a few hours I was in hospital having my Christmas lunch, and they discovered I'd got a stone in my kidney. It's the reassurance and the trust. It's a wonderful service, and it's professional. You know you're talking to a nurse or a doctor. To have a call service won't be the same.
But if you have a similar problem in future, you can simply dial 111.
Yes, what service you're going to. You're not necessarily going to the service we've got at the moment, which we trust. It has professionals. I believe they're going to change it to people who will have something like 60 hours of training. They won't be the degree nurse, they won't be the doctor, they won't be the professionals that people trust. And when you ring up now, you know you're talking to people who know what they're talking about, and they reassure you. In my case, directly into the hospital, not down to the accident and emergency or to the doctor trying to get him at 4 o'clock in the morning, or a mother in my constituency at the time who a youngster fell off a bike. Instead of going to the surgery or booking to get in there, she rang NHS Direct. She was worried whether there was a bone broke. They talk it through, and she said no on the symptoms. It does look if it's a bruising you will have. She was reassured. You won't get that with a call service, whether it's in UK or New Delhi with these call services.
But we already know that this 111 service is being piloted, that there are signs that people find the new number easier to remember and a more direct number that they can have to hand without having to look it up. And we also know that the NHS has got to save money. It's got to find cheaper, more efficient ways of doing things. If this 111 service can do that, surely it's a good thing.
Well, if it's an easier number to remember, I'm all for that. But it's the kind of quality service that you're going to be getting. Well, somebody who's had little training, or 60 hours they say training, it's not the nurse or the doctor who you want the reassurance about in those difficult circumstances at the most difficult time. The 111 service is not, as we say, it'll be a call service. And if it's motivated by saving money, I think it's 125 million they're talking about, then the quality of service will be fundamentally different. People will lose trust in it, and it will be a second service. But why say, look, if you're looking at Durham, fine, but what I'm saying is save NHS Direct, which is my website now, .uk.co.uk. I did that with the bankers. 30,000 signed against the bankers' bonus in 4 days. I'm saying to people, sign it, because Mr. Cameron was the man who told us in the election, if more than 100,000 people sign a petition, he'll rethink his position. Well, get signing. Show him we don't want this change. We want to keep the quality service we've got.
Well, that was Lord Prescott.